fence.
On the fence thinking.
On the fence thinking. The ego's favourite place.
On the fucking fence.
It's Mr. Enigma.
Mate.
It's the Riddler.
It's the fucking Riddler, dude.
It's I don't know.
That's what it is.
It's yo no sé.
Yeah. You don't need to make a decision.
Think so?
You can be like this. You can be the mastermind in the background and fucking play both ends.
You're a mastermind, man.
You know what I mean? So look.
Sitting on the fence, right?
Yeah. Sit on the fence is... It's the coward's way.
It's the coward's way.
It's the, it's the way that, you're playing both sides and I don't have to be this specific person. And it's in a lot of situations is make a stance with what you're believing. I support this and I believe this and I'm telling every single person about it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what people think of my opinion. Not like having one group and agreeing with one group and then 5 minutes later you find yourself in another group and it's totally the opposite and you're agreeing with them.
Okay.
You're playing both sides. That's it. People are afraid, they're ashamed to be like, hey, this is me. This is who I am, this is what I believe in. So they sit on the fence and that's it, and hopefully no one notices.
So what are we saying here? We're saying that, so you personally, what do you feel like, why do you feel that people would be on the fence? Is there a point, is there a time when someone would be on the fence?
There is a time.
Or actually, no, I don't know if that's the right question.
There's plenty of
What's
times. What's the benefit?
What's keeping people on the fence? Because they're trying to play both things.
Of course. What's keeping them on the fence, and depends on the situation.
Making a choice. There's a conflict.
Okay. First of all, again, you're taking a stance on beliefs, and then you've got to be ready for the repercussions of whatever might come. So you could be in a debate, let's say a political debate, okay? And you take one side, someone else takes another side. And it comes down to I don't want confrontation.
Right.
B is, are my beliefs correct? Do I look like a fucking idiot? Am I going to be able to go through with what I say? Do I believe in what I say? There's a lot of things here.
Yeah.
And again, it's being the person that you want to be and that you want to represent and sticking with it. Doesn't matter if the whole world is saying that you're wrong. If you believe in your heart that you are right, you stick to it. That's it.
Yeah, that's the best way to be.
Now, exactly, of course.
Best way to be.
Now, also, the being on the fence represents the fact that you want people to like you.
Being on the fence represents the fact that you want people to like you.
Yeah, because if you express your beliefs, you're going to offend somebody.
Right.
And people don't want to offend anybody.
Okay.
And that's not possible.
Sweet.
You're going to offend somebody.
No problem.
So that's another reason why they'll be on the fence. I don't want someone else to feel uncomfortable.
Right. But sometimes you're between a rock and a hard place.
You are.
You might be choosing between maybe it's a job situation where you're looking at a job and you need to get this job, but I don't know if I should leave my shit job.
Yep.
And go to another new job. It's a simple one.
Yeah.
People are always confused between fucking what should they do, or maybe a relationship issue where you got your mate and your missus is fucking arguing, or you're on.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You got to be on the fence or whatever.
Yeah, you don't want to take a side.
Yeah, the point is
because you're going to offend somebody if you do.
Correct. We've got to get used to making those decisions, like you're saying.
Yeah. So basically, let's go with a friend and the missus situation.
Yeah.
I'm going with the person that's right. Doesn't matter who it is. Right is right. Now, I'm the kind of person that if I see this, honestly, I'm not going to care how my missus feels or my mate feels. You pull them up. This is right and this is wrong. That's it.
Yes.
I'm not chasing feelings here.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm right all the time and this, all that blah blah blah. But I'm just saying, it's if I'm clearly aware that this person is wrong, I'm going to pull them up.
Okay.
That's not sitting on the fence. Sitting on the fence is I'm not getting involved, even though you have to get involved because it's your best mate, for example, and it's your missus.
Yep.
These people are going to come together in some future place, and if there's, there's something negative still there, you're not going to feel comfortable. So you got to clear that shit up.
It's going to be weird.
It's going to be weird. It's going to be uncomfortable for you.
That's
you
right.
have to get involved. You have to set the record straight in this situation.
Correct. And it's all about that feeling of like being on the fence between a decision.
That's right.
All right. That feeling, that uncertainty, that's where all the fucking bad shit in the stomach, that's where all that fucked up, that anxiety, that's where anxiety lives. In uncertainty, obviously. What's going to happen, man?
Yes, that's right.
That's what kills cats. Fucking the acid in the stomach. Fucking
Pressure.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that pressure. Yeah, bravo. That pressure gets alleviated. I've conditioned myself to make a choice and live with it, good or bad.
100%.
All right, die on the shield and shit. Go out on my shield. Like, fuck, I don't give a fuck. All right, this is how I'm gonna go out. This is how I'm gonna go out.
Yeah.
Metaphorically speaking. I'm just trying to think. A lot of decisions could be made. A lot of decisions. One decision, an example of a decision where you might be on the fence is you're in your relationship, you want to do something, your missus doesn't want you to do it, or you don't know how she's going to feel about it. It's always that topic we talk about how you're trying to make a better life for yourself, trying to get better habits, do all that, and then you're like, all right, I've been fucking drinking beers, I've been fucking a fat cunt all my life, or unhealthy or whatever. I don't have discipline. Now I want to start. Sweet. How do I start? Oh yeah, I've got to start going to the gym. All of a sudden I've got to start buying, fucking getting organised and getting my food dialed in. We're worried about what the missus is going to think.
Yeah.
Sweet. We're on the fence. Now, the right thing to do is to look after your health. No one should ever get away in the way of that. But we know that the missus might not understand that road we're trying to... The missus is used to how we were.
Of course.
She met us not in our fucking peak performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
not
right.
as a fucking mad cunt. She didn't meet us like that. So she's been conditioned. Now, in our heart, we're like, fuck. Right now, we know we're doing the right thing, but we know this person is going to need to go through a process of letting go, essentially. Isn't it today?
Change, yeah, of course.
There's going to be a change. And a lot of times they will or might not like what you're going to do. If they like it, they're like, yeah, good on you.
They won't agree on it, yeah, of course.
Sweet. But we're talking about the problem where it's an issue, where I got to change myself. I want to give people the permission to say, I deserve to look after myself. I don't have to
ask for someone's fucking opinion.
That's right. I don't have to please everyone.
Yeah.
We're not going to the hookers here. You know what I mean? That's a big thing.
Yeah.
But the fact that so what can people do? Let's say they're on the fence. They know, and I get that situation. You don't want the person to be upset, even though you're doing the right thing.
Guaranteed. We're not talking about that. First of all, to identify being on the fence, it's an uncomfortable feeling.
Correct.
That's when you know you're on the fucking fence.
That's right.
You got to make a decision.
Full of uncertainty.
Exactly. And that decision is going to affect your future and the person and blah, blah, blah. All this. All right?
Yep.
And that's why it's uncomfortable. Because you know there's going to be some kind of damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So basically, with your missus, you have to lead with what's good for me. And I don't mean it in a selfish way, like in a sense like fuck everybody else. I don't mean it like that. You have to be selfish, but what I'm trying to say is that you're doing good for the greater good for you. And I would say all the time, it can't be a bad thing. No one's really getting crushed or, some major, no one's really getting hurt
No one's
from
at
that
a,
action, you know?
No one's at a loss here.
Yeah.
But
No
they
one's
might, they might perceive it.
It could be an emotional loss, but it's not, I'm going to go get healthy and 3 people are going to die. You know what I mean?
No one's going to die.
You know what I mean? So it's not that, it's not ridiculous. That's it.
No, it's not. But obviously that's your world, and that's, people got expectations. They expect things of you.
Yeah, we create scenarios in our heads that it's going to be way worse than it actually really is.
Yeah,
Like, she might not freak out at all.
that's right.
She might not say anything.
That's
She
right.
might even fucking like, hey, that's a good idea. Maybe I should do that too. Let's do it.
Correct.
Whatever it might be, yeah.
Yeah, but the point is, in life, we're going to be confronted with these situations,
Of course.
and these situations are gonna not make or break. I mean, you can accept a
They're
lot.
going to change us.
They're going to change us. But what happens is, if you stay in the same groove, in the groove of like, I'll take the hit for the team, because that's what happens. You're going to be the cunt who's ending up taking the hit
Guaranteed.
rather than letting the other person deal with the situation. And so we don't know that if we level up, we start doing better. You don't know that your missus, your kids, they're not going to see that. They're going to see like, fuck, this cunt's a mad cunt. He's doing all these positive things.
Usually rubs off on everybody else as well, but yeah.
100%. Your that positivity, you lifting your game helps other cunts fucking lift their
Yeah,
game.
because you give them fucking permission to improve themselves.
You give them permission.
That's it.
We're not in the same rut. We're not in the same shit. You know what I mean? We're growing.
Yeah.
That's the whole point there.
Yeah, default programming always thinks that it's always going to go shit.
Correct.
There's no positivity coming out of this decision.
This is one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
And which we keep saying.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Of
These
course.
little things.
Yeah.
The way the mind
Yeah.
thinks naturally.
Yeah, of course. It's avoiding everything. It's avoiding confrontation.
It's avoiding everything, no?
But the confrontation is like one word. Hey, no, why?
Yeah.
Just little shit that it's piss easy to fucking take care of.
Yeah, there's a level of courage that's needed.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But you need to get into a scuffle to know what it's like to scuffle. You
Exactly.
can't be just on the sidelines, and you need to know what it's like.
100%. Got to get down and dirty.
You gotta get down and dirty. This fucking
How else are you going to find out?
mate. How you gonna take over a country if you don't fucking slap cunts?
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You gotta do shit.
That's it.
This is with everything. But the person who masters this thing masters themselves. That's 100%.
Guaranteed.
You need this.
Guaranteed.
All right, we don't want to be on any fences.
No.
Fences are made to separate fucking houses.
Yeah, clear cut decisions.
It's just it's separating properties.
That's it.
That's all a fence does.
That's it.
Okay? We're not sitting on fences.
Yeah.
When you think of, I want you to visualize sitting on a fence. The fence is running down your fucking balls
It's
here.
uncomfortable.
It's too on the fence, man.
Fuck.
When you're younger, you're trying to jump over the fence,
Yeah.
you get stuck on that first
What if it's
part,
a barbed wire fence?
if it's barbed wire, you're fucked. Yeah, we're sitting on barbed wire fences these days.
That's it.
It's funny that.
It is.
Sitting on a fence. That's a shit fence.
Yeah.
It's too on the ass.
How could it ever be comfortable? It can't be.
It's too on the perennial.
We're trying to convince ourselves that there's comfortability there.
We're trying to convince ourselves there's going to be two wins here.
Bravo.
When one cunt's going to lose and one cunt's going to
Yeah.
win.
That's it.
Now, there is win-win situations,
Of course.
but at the time, we don't know that. And that's
No.
where, of course, that's where you build that faith
It's mastery
as well.
as well.
It's
Yeah.
mastery, that's
Yeah.
it. It's trust.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things.
But as you said, you've got to get a couple of these under the belt.
Yeah,
Go through it a few times to realise, like, fuck, this is a thing.
that's it. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
And there'll be other personal situations you might be in,
Yeah.
which who the fuck knows. But this one, we're talking about this because this is directly in line with the shit we do. This is
Yeah.
the main thing. This is where you're going to have your hiccups. It's giving yourself time and, becoming better and doing more positive things.
Yeah. You've got to make decisions at the end of the day.
That's it.
Okay. Now, you might think that these decisions are going to be basically a negative or a positive or whatever it might be, much negative. But the truth is that we're making decisions every day, every fucking moment.
That's it.
Now, we're not aware that if it's going to be positive and how it's going to work out. We're not thinking about most of them. But in these ones here, they get really highlighted and we're on the fence about. Yeah, it comes negative all the time. That I'm afraid to do it.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, because of the outcome. We've built the outcome to look so bad that it scares us.
That's right. Whoever knew that becoming a better version of yourself would be something that would have to think and fight for.
You wouldn't think it.
Be in a situation where that's not a given.
Yeah, you think that's something. Why wouldn't someone want good for themselves? Sounds stupid.
Yeah, that's right.
Look, it sounds so easy, so autopilot should be like fuck. It's a given.
Yeah.
But it's quite the opposite.
We're not conditioned. And another thing, why people will be hesitating there. So, really, would you say that's the biggest situation that we're in a relationship? Now, if you've got no missus, who gives a fuck? You're in a fucking sweet spot.
Yeah.
You, what decisions are you making? Are you telling
your
your friends to fuck off?
But you're in a relationship with your mates.
Yeah. But it's not a strong.
No, exactly.
But you got other things.
But you can have two mates, really good mates that you went to school with and you're best friends with, and one's your best man and the other one's fucking whatever. Okay, and they've had an argument.
Yep.
Who's right? Who's wrong? Relationships are relationships, and it happens in every situation.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's two things. It's very close. It's usually matters of the heart.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, there's matters of jobs and this and that. But
there's a feeling attached to this thing.
Correct. And the double-edged sword, or the relationship situation with the missus, and I've got to do a better life, or whoever, let's say it's the friends or whatever.
Yeah.
More the missus, because the missus is there every day and she knows you.
Yeah, of course.
All right,
yeah.
And it adds more weight. Let's say you got some kids. You
don't live with your mate.
Shit.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Your mate, you can tell to go get fucked.
Of course.
If you're hooked on your mate that much, my friends, you got to get a life here.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, your missus is like, she's part of you, she's you, she's...
You're not going to marry your mate today.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The problem with that is there's a pressure we put on ourselves. So we might be convinced, like, this is what I want to do. I want to change my life. I made the fucking decision. I signed up to a program, fucking 12 weeks, I made a decision.
That's right.
All right, I'm sold. No problem, you're sold. Sweet. I know this is going to give me what I want. Am I going to be able to live this way after the fact? You know what I mean? Can I carry this on?
That's it.
Or am I just going off full motivation and I'm going to crumble? I'm not going to be able to hold, is this worth fighting for? Because is this the new me? Is this who I'm going to be now?
This is what I really want.
Or am I going to punch on for this thing, all right? Do my 12 weeks, lose a bit of weight, and then fucking go back to my old ways, and then...
Which is quite possible.
Your missus is going to be like, I told you, you're going to do bullshit.
Yeah. You wasted your time and money.
That's it. I'm not really worth it.
That's right.
That's a big one.
100%.
That keeps people where they are. Because they don't know if they've got the goods. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because that could be... they could be G'd up in that specific time by mates or seminar, whatever it might be. And in that moment, I just felt that was the right decision.
Correct.
And then the thought tomorrow morning comes that, are you going to really do it? All the negativity. Is she going to be down with it? And, with my job, can I fit it in my schedule? There's all these things that are going to come and challenge you.
Correct.
To see if that decision was the right thing for you.
That's it.
But if you really want it, and you truly want to change, because you believe this is going to change your life for the better, doesn't matter what comes to mind.
Correct.
It's set in stone. You're doing it.
That's right.
That's it.
And everybody knows themselves. Everybody knows what their track record is with sticking to something. They kind of know where they're at.
They've done it before, yeah, of course.
If these people, if you're struggling, you're thinking, fuck, mate, I don't know if I can do this on my own. All right, I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's say I do a program for 12 weeks, 3 months. What am I going to do after? If you're not sure, first of all, you don't know what you're made of. So you've got to get into it to find that out.
Of course.
Now, there's no limit to these things. Like, you join up for 3 months, let's say, and then you're like, I feel like I still need that help. You can go for like half a year. You can go as long as you need.
As long as you need to.
There's people out there, obviously, who can hold your hand. And if you feel that that's what you need, then that's what you do. There's no limit to the game. You might fall off the horse, sweet. You got accountability things. People can help you. We can help you.
Yeah.
Get through these things.
Yeah. But it's also correct. But it's also that you're 2 months into it, even up to the 3 month mark, that you really like it so much that it's come autopilot. It fits into your schedule. Your missus is cool about it. She's, eating a bit more healthier as well. She's getting inspired. And you think, fuck, you wouldn't have seen it from the start that it could change and everything's gonna be sweet.
Correct.
Because it can be sweet.
Yeah.
And it will just flow and be into your schedule.
That's right.
So you're going to want to do it, because it does happen. You're going to want to do it even more.
That's right. It's worth fighting for. I knew,
Guaranteed.
When I started making those changes initially, I knew the effect. I could see the effect around my friends, my family, everybody around me. I knew that positivity was hitting fucking home.
Guaranteed.
It was doing its fucking job.
Yeah. How could it not?
I was fucking lifting cunts.
Yeah. No one's really in the right state of mind is going to criticize someone for being healthy.
Correct.
Stop being healthy.
That's it.
Stop working out. Doesn't suit you. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't sound.
People do it. But
Yeah, how dare you be so healthy? Like
Yeah,
we always
yeah.
say, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. So, people will be me. Like, I used to always love to work out. And I used to do it, stop. Many times. And then later on, I just thought, fuck, I'm just going to keep on doing it. And then I fell in love with it. But at the start, the thoughts were like, fuck, how am I going to go to the gym? How am I going to get up in the morning? Is it going to fit in my schedule? And something always comes and fucks you up.
Correct.
You might go for the first couple of weeks to a month, and everything's going really well, but some life event happens.
Bang, test.
That's it. And you're like, fuck, yeah, it's not going to fit in. But we put the working out behind
Correct.
whatever may come.
That's it. That's
And whatever may come is more important, even though it's not. We make it more important than working out. And that's how we fuck up.
There's a skill to prioritizing.
There is.
You don't fucking bow down to other shit.
That's
You
it.
said you were going to do this, you fucking do
Yeah,
that.
you gotta adapt and make it work.
Everything else can wait.
That's right. And once you overcome this, the feeling is even better.
Kicking goals.
And the more you do this, the more you're telling the universe is that this is a priority.
This is what the fuck I'm doing.
That's it.
And this is who I am.
That's it. And then later on, less of these challenges to throw you off track come.
Correct.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Because nothing's stopping you from going to work. God forbid.
Yeah, you fucking always make it to work.
You know what I mean?
Isn't that amazing?
Is that amazing?
How about you do us a fucking favour for
No one's
us?
got a problem with it.
Yeah.
Miss ain't got a problem with it. The universe got no problem with it. No one's got a problem with you going to work.
No.
Actually, they encourage you to do more of it.
Correct. Yeah, keep working.
Yeah.
Keep working.
Yeah. So, yeah. These fucking things need to change.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Get your priorities in fucking order.
Today, motherfuckers.
Right now.